I am still recovering from the Mega Dimension trailer and wrapping my head around both the DLC being announced before the game, but also the fact that we've got a Mega Raichu X and a Mega Raichu Y. Not only that, we've got a whole bunch of Mega Stones, and while those could be nothing, I am actually betting they are everything and getting my very comfortable tinfoil hat on and try to guess what's coming. So, hey, I'm notsoAceTrainer, and what new Megas are we gonna see? Let's get into it. Before we begin, I want to address the fact that some of these Mega Stones might actually be nothing new. For example, this Mega Stone is strangely similar to Swampertite, and this one is similar to Latiazite. But since the rest of them don't seem to have anything similar to them in the ones that we already have, I prefer to assume that all of them are new. Also, before I forget, like and hype this video, subscribe to the channel and consider becoming a channel member to help out with the content I make. You know, the usual. But for now, let's continue. So, let's begin with everyone's prayer that might be about to get answered. This stone that might just be Flygonite. The colors are there, and I'm certain that after 12 years, they have found the perfect design for this one. Other possibilities I can see are Yanmega, giving us Mega Yanmega, Bellossom, and also something with the Applin line, as they really like giving the Apple Dragon a lot of stuff. Think a Mega Flapple and Mega Appleton that share the same stone and Mega form, kinda like their G-Max forms, but I hope it is Flygon. Next we have this one with this pinkish color, and immediately it screams Fairy type, or at least a pinkish Pokémon. The brownish hue that it has takes me to Slurpuff's Shiny, but they would never give one to Slurpuff and not one to Aromatisse. So, and since I don't think any of the other ones are Aromatisses, I'm going with it being a Clefablenite, a Lickilickynite, or a Blisseyite. Still not very confident on this one, so yeah, give me your guesses. The next one on the list is the one similar to Gengarite, but that we're assuming is not Gengarite. This one could be a Toxicroakite or even a Gliscorite, as it really has that poison type attached to its color scheme, despite it being dark blue and not really like dark violet. If we go the pseudo-legendary route, they could even throw a Hydreigonite here, and if they decide to really go crazy, we could even see an Eternatusite, though that will never ever happen. Next we have one that instantly makes me think of one Pokemon, and that's Axorus. While it isn't a pseudo-legendary stat-wise, it kinda is in our eyes. 3-stage dragon type with high-level evolutions, let's call it a quasi-pseudo-legendary. But they're not afraid of giving those kinds of Pokemon Mega Evolution, and so that is my big bet for this one. The not so big bet is it being a Komoohite, which is a pretty hard thing to say, and that one is actually a true pseudo-legendary, so they might actually just go that route. The next stone in line screams Fire type, and the first two that come to mind are Magcargo with a Magcargoite and Turtonator with a Turtonatorite. But Magmortar with a Magmortarite is also not impossible, though I believe it is very unlikely to receive something without its electric counterpart getting something as well, so Electivire. What would be a cool turn of events, but it's also on a similar situation, is Armarouge, because that would be a fantastic Mega Evolution to have, but it likely would mean that Cerulege needs one, and there's not a lot of stones here that make me think of Cerulege. Next we have one that's light blue with a swirl of dark blue, and that gives me a water type, or maybe ice. Because of that, I think it could mean Mega Cryogonal if we follow the ice type, or if we follow the water type, a Mega Mantine or even a Mega Clawitzer, since, after all, we're going to Hyperspace Lumiose and that's still in Kalos. For this next one, I have 3 different options. The less interesting one is it being a Masqueradite. Yeah, Mega Masquerade. The more interesting is a Gastrodonite X or Y, so Mega Gastrodon X or Y that fits the West Sea color scheme. While the next stone I was going to talk about is also for a Gastrodonite X or Y, but fits the East Sea Gastrodon color scheme. Next, I really do feel like this one might mean a Mega Bruxis is coming our way, but it could also be, as Kuroblitz pointed out on Twitter, a hint that a Mega Crabominable. Next, this one could easily mean a Mega Starmie, though I feel like a Mega Starmie is going to be a main game Mega as Lida's ace Pokemon, since we can see her Mega evolving something right here in the trailer. So this one could mean, at least to me, a Mega Liepard, or, and that would be a really cool one, a Mega Aegislash, because once again, we're not technically leaving Kalos in this DLC. Finally, I saved this one for last as it is my craziest theory. I feel like this one could easily mean a Mega Deoxys. First, we're going to hyperspace. While it isn't space, it is a space. Then, it would be a nice callback to what happened in Auras. We used the Mega Rayquaza to defeat a Deoxys, but in that dimension, Deoxys has a Mega form as well. Maybe we'll have to battle it with some other Pokemon, or maybe even have a tougher battle against it, against a Mega one, with a Mega Rayquaza of our own. And I believe those are all the stones in the trailer, but it's important to point out that the color theory is a little bit tricky, but the important part is that we tried, and well, why don't you give it a try as well by telling me 1 to 12 what are your picks down below. Now, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. But before I go, I want to thank my YouTube member Dash Plays and my Twitch subscribers Kiara677, Anubis here, the Dr. Joe and Lazarix. Thank you so much for going the extra mile.